Well, hello. A little bit later than normal on Thursdays or on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Our plumber that was supposed to be on today had a little issue. Some plumbing stuff came up, and we'll put them for later down the road. But I kind of wanted to use the time frame, and I would have started at 11, but I had a client come in and we wanted to go over a few things. But one of the things I've been hearing a lot lately is people saying that they want to wait until the craziness is done and until the values kind of go back down. And I can see that because there was this thing I'm going to bring up here. A Bay Area house that is burned down, burned out, completely burned out, is asked bids over 850,000. These are cash offers at 850,000. I mean, the place is pretty much ready to go so we can rebuild a new house and do everything else. And anyway, the house was supposed to close yesterday. I didn't check on it to see if it closed at how much over 850,000, but they were getting cash offers at that. 850,000 for this burnt out house. Yes, that's how crazy our market is. And a lot of people think it's going to go away and it's going to slow down. This is what's going to happen. The problem with that logic is I'm going to show you right now. Let me get my other slide up here. All right. The issue is when it has to do with inventory, and that's why you can get a house for 850,000. Anyway, single family housing units. This is what we've been talking about this whole time. If you look at right here, if you can see my little screen, it says that's our problem. We haven't built enough homes, and we've been saying this, and everybody's been saying this for the last, I don't know, from the mountaintops yelling, hey, we have a problem. We have not built enough houses in the last so many years. This is a problem, and it is a problem, but it eventually will work itself out over the next 10 plus years. In the meantime, we're going to be in this position where you think that because of the bidding wars and everything that's happening, people are wanting to wait and they think it's going to get better. Well, the problem is if you look at affordability right now, this is what you have to look at. The affordability right now is the best it's been. See, we're right here in 158 right here. If you can see that cursor right there, the last one, the blue one. All right. So if you go across there, the only time it was any better than the affordability was, or I should say, is back here in 2008. We're at 138, and then our affordability during the distressed years is the worst, right? And it's actually starting to go the opposite way. We're going to be going to, if you look, we're in January 186, 171. So the lower the number is the affordability. So if we go back to the other slide that we were just on, you see that. Let me make it bigger. There it is. You can see that the higher the number, the better. So the only other time that we were more affordable was during the Great Recession, where houses were 25,000, 50,000, 150,000, 200,000 in all these areas, and they were getting very cheap. So if you look, our affordability is still there. The issue is if you're waiting, and we want to go to the interest rates. That's where the key is for why it's so affordable still. And if you look at in 2020, a $290,000 mortgage, right? That's last year, your payment was 1,311. This year, 337,410 with the current mortgage rate. Your principal and interest payment is 1,381. If we go all the way back to 1975, interest rates were 8.89, 1980, 12.71, 1985, you got 12.2. During this period of time, there was some that pushed it up to the 20s, but we won't get into that. So basically, because interest rates are so low at houses, even though they're more expensive today, are more affordable than they've ever been, except for the Great Recession when they were so cheap. But I mean, if you look at the numbers where interest rates are making it so affordable right now to buy a home. So if you wait, the issue you're going to run into, and that's what I want to go over is, all right, so if today we're in January of 2021, if a home loan was 250,000, this is the interest rate, this is your monthly payment, and then you have approximately what they think the house prices are going to appreciate. If If you wait a year later, your house goes up to 280. Interest rates just tick up a little bit more. Now you're going to be paying 220 some dollars more a month for that same house that you wanted last year. If you wait another year to January 23rd, and these are just suggestions of interest rates going up because of inflation. Yeah, so that same house, just say, only appreciates 5.3%. Now it's 295,000 at the new interest rate. Now you're another 130 some dollars more a month. So the difference between now at 250, that house, and I understand there's not a lot for 250, but this is just example, works the same thing. I can go to the 3 and 500, which is the next chart. You're looking at you're looking at $350 more a month on a house payment just because you waited till the next year. So if you go to the 100, we'll just stay at this slide. Basically, what you're looking at is $500,000 loan at 2.87 at 2.8, usually 7.5 after that. You're looking at $2,054 a month. If you go the wait the next year and interest rates just rise a tad, we're talking 0.5%. You're looking at 2486. That's 430 some dollars more a month. And if you wait till the following January to where it's even a little bit higher than that, 2700. That is almost $700 higher by just waiting. And that's what I want to talk about. Waiting might not be the answer. Getting in and making your offer more acceptable might be the way to do it. Release, a lot of people release contingencies. Talk with your loan officer, seeing if there's any way to make it more acceptable. The other issue that I've been seeing lately is people they pre-qualify themselves through a company and their app that they haven't spoken with anybody. So they use their own information that they have. I had a gentleman who was pre-approved with a company and they used their app. He had put in there that using his overtime. The problem is he's only been in his job for 4 months with the overtime, which you can't use overtime unless it's guaranteed during that period of time. And he has no idea about that. So please work with your loan officers, work with your people. If you have questions, have anything, direct message me, ask me questions. I will answer them. I don't care if you're working with somebody else. I will still answer your questions. So basically all I wanted to bring today, since we didn't have our plumber, was make a educated decision before you just make an emotional decision. It could cost you to wait to buy a house if you're just doing it because you think market's going to get better, things are going to slow down. We have two issues right now. Inflation means interest rates are going up, means a higher payment, means less qualifying for that same house. So you might want to not stop. Make sure you work with your loan officer to get this thing taken care of. Make sure your numbers are right, and so that you have a great offer and you can get accepted. I keep saying a lot, but there's been some people saying that, they're going to wait till December or January. Well, rates could be a little bit higher by then. We have no idea what's going to happen. So please don't. And again, thanks for taking the time. And if you enjoy this, please make a comment and let us know. All right. Have a great day. And remember, Real Estate Jerky lives Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. And then the radio show is Saturday at 12 noon. Thanks. Have a great day.